It may not be the most celebrated of materials, it may not be the most glamorous, yet lead is durable, flexible, and endlessly recyclable. It is, quite simply, one of the most dependable and adaptable building materials we have. From Roman water pipes to medieval monastery roofs and on, lead has been mined, smelted, and bent to shape in Scotland for many hundreds of years, although at one time it was the preserve of the very rich.
Here we are at Roslin Chapel on a bright winter morning, looking at the leadwork that's been reinstated on parts of the roof to ensure that the durability of this historic structure is maintained. Lead has been used in Scotland on high-status buildings, certainly since the Middle Ages, and there are many, many engravings and records of medieval abbeys with pitched lead roofs, very much as we're seeing being installed here. And then later through the 17th and 18th centuries, church buildings, civic buildings, town halls, and other fairly high-status structures. Lead was an expensive material and was not really a roofing material of choice for the ordinary man.
Mining for lead ore was a precarious business, with most extraction carried out by hand. Mines such as the one on the bleak moorland around Wanlock Head supplied Scotland and beyond. The lead ore was smelted at very low temperatures and then poured into pigs that were easily reworked elsewhere.
Lead sheet in traditional buildings is almost invariably used for flashing details and valley gutters, anywhere where you have flowing water that you need to remove from a roof, or indeed where you have the edge of a slate roof or other material where you need to form a junction with the building itself. It is an excellent material, very, very durable, weather resistant, and when its time has passed on that building, it can be stripped off, melted down, made into new sheet, and used again in a similar or different location.
During the industrial age, thinner, cheaper rolled lead became available. Lead could now be used on ordinary houses, and it is still in use today.
Lead was used in other ways apart from purely for sheeting and very utilitarian purposes such as the flat roofs and the joints that I mentioned, but also for decorative embellishments on an existing lead roof. There is some lovely work at the galleries in Dundee where you have beautiful detailing, very Gothic ornamentation of cast lead pieces that then are applied onto the roof detailing to give extra shape and profile to the roof line. And that's a whole different area of lead work, the decorative use, which is very, very attractive. There are many alternatives to lead sheet now, mainly based on oil-based products, and there are a range of proprietary brands out there which do the job. However, they don't look quite the same, and generally, on the whole, they don't last quite as long. A properly laid and specified lead roof has a life expectancy of 150 years, 200 years plus.
We can only hope that these skills will have the same durability as this remarkable, hard-working material.
The training of personnel at trade and craft level is very, very important to allow lead to continue being used in buildings of all types. And it's vital that modern apprenticeships continue as they do. And in fact, many companies in Edinburgh and Glasgow and elsewhere in Scotland are running a good apprenticeship programme where younger people from all backgrounds are learning these fundamental skills to keep this very durable and proven material as an option for the future going forward.